Here are 7 thrillers that your reading slump hates to see coming. These are fast-paced and completely unputdownable. Just like any other morning, Rachel drops off her daughter at the bus stop, only to get a call a little bit later by somebody claiming that they kidnapped her daughter, have her bound and gagged in the back of her car, and that the only way to get her daughter back is to kidnap somebody else's child and continue the chain of kidnappings. 3 moms in a very wealthy Southern California suburb find out that their 3 sons have been in a tragic incident. They're teenagers, one of them is now dead, one's in a coma, and one is too traumatized to speak about it. Whether they truly know each other comes into question as they fully unravel what happened on that tragic night. Darby's a college student who got stranded by a winter storm at this rest stop with 4 other strangers. She finds a young girl locked up in a cage in one of the people's cars, and she can't get help. There's no cell service, there's nobody for miles and miles, there's no way out. After recently losing his wife, a father wants to become closer with his 2 teenage daughters and takes them on a hiking camping trip. One of his daughters breaks her leg right away, and they're kind of stranded. There's a storm coming in, and they find shelter at this cabin. What they think is going to be a safe space for them turns out to be their actual worst nightmare. Josie and Alex meet by chance. They're both celebrating their 45th birthday at the exact same bar. They go their separate ways and have a second chance encounter in front of Alex's child's school. Josie's been listening to Alex's podcast and convinces Alex that she'll be an interesting subject for her podcast series. Josie starts to creep her way into Alex's life and entangle herself in it as much as possible. It's a very creepy read. Krista agrees to go on a tour with her boyfriend in the Rocky Mountains because she thinks he's going to be proposing to her. They're in a tour group and a horrible storm comes in, causing them to take shelter in this little cabin they find. Somebody ends up dead right away. None of them know each other, and people start getting picked off one by one as they try to uncover who the killer is. A pilot is being blackmailed. His entire family has been kidnapped and is threatened to be killed unless he is to crash the entire plane with all 143 people on board. This will truly have you on the edge of your seat from cover to cover. It's completely insane. And there we have it, 7 completely unputdownable thrillers. I promise you're going to want to read these in one sitting.